Okay, so election promises. Every time an election comes around, we get flyers and we get the candidates giving all their promises, mainly promising the earth and not delivering any of it. I've seen some this time round. I remember some from last time round. They generalise and they'll say, I'm going to encourage more economic growth in Pembroke Dock. I want to bring the bigger retailers into the dock. Some even say, oh, I'm going to get a cinema. Well, the cinema operators aren't going to come here. Footfall isn't good enough. But these generalisations, we all fall for them. I always do. And we go, oh, that's good, and we like the sound of it. But there's never any detail, never any meat on the bones. And one thing is for certain, they're never ever delivered upon. I like to be specific, and I'm the first to admit there were a couple of promises in my last campaign that I never managed to succeed at, but there were quite a few that I did. And this time round as well, I'm going to be quite specific. When you're specific about something, it shows that you've given it some proper thought. The first thing I want to do is restore the street lights. People are unsafe. Street lights off at night in this day and age is dangerous. It poses all sorts of risks to people, even falling over in the dark. It also gives a green light to criminals and gives them a lot more cover than what they normally have. I know they always use cost as an argument, but we just have to offset it against something else. I think people's safety is a ridiculous idea, turning them off in residential areas. People's safety is more important. I want to get rid of the cobbles in the town. They are unsightly, they are dangerous, they're dirty, they've gone beyond repair, and it's not an attractive feature anymore. I think they need to go and it needs to be resurfaced. Follow up on the motion that I've made for the alleviation of the traffic problems on London roads. I know, I made a breakthrough by demanding action, and we've got a lane coming off the roundabout that might alleviate it a little bit. It's not good enough. I can't see it working 100%. We need to look at other options, and there are quite a few good ones out there. We want to make use of industrial units that are left sitting there vacant for years on end. We've got probably 100 industrial units in the town or around the town, and very few of them are occupied. And I think we should offer incentives to young businesses, start-up businesses, unique businesses, where they get a period of grace, but we don't charge them rent, don't charge them rates, they just pay the bill. Everybody needs a leg up sometime. We need to sort of bring in some sort of mentoring program. Skill sets locally are brilliant. Tradespeople, hobbyists, there's so many different things, even life skills. And there are so many people who have got nothing to do. We're a bit naked as far as facilities go, and activities go in Pembroke Dock, and this could be a good step forward, and it will train people in things they might either just want to do as an interest or follow up as part of an employment project. We need to make a bit more of our links to the Millennium Falcon and Star Wars. It'll make us a destination. I think we should call ourselves Pembroke Dock, home of the Millennium Falcon. It'll bring visitors in, techies, nerds as such. And you'll be surprised how many people actually are fanatical about it. And it's just yet another feather in our cap. And Disney are the awkward ones. They own the rights. And Disney are very strange with rights. And I'm sure there's a way around it. I'd like to create a local bylaw or some sort of enforcement on people who own properties and just neglect them, leave them, never come back to them. There are quite a few in Pembroke Dock that haven't been occupied and just left to rack and ruin. And the council have to make them safe out, as cost to us. We should find a way of getting that money back, compulsory purchasing it if they don't pay, or making them pay it, because it's really unsightly. It doesn't attract any sort of interest, tourism, retail, business, trade, whatever. It doesn't attract. It's just hideous, and it needs to be sorted out. We need to celebrate our rich history a little bit more as well, and I think some sort of scheme with guided tours and hosts that have a particular knowledge or a skill set on certain parts of our history, and visitors would love to go on guided tours. We have got so much history that we just don't brag about, and we need to. We need to, on the subject of history, We need our Martello Tower back on Front Street. It's been vacant, uncared for a couple of years now. Nothing seems to be happening. It's ours. It belongs to the town. It doesn't belong to some business that's going to come along, buy it, go out of business and leave it derelict like we were just talking about. New business enterprises, as I said about the industrial units, we should have some sort of give people a break scheme where, if you're a start-up, the council will help you through it, either with a unit or other types of grants and schemes that might help. We just don't take advantage of the assets that we've got that are unused. An annual Rock the Dock charity event, good bit of fun, good bit of entertainment, but we could make quite a good bit of money out of it, which we could plough back into the town, maybe through a board or a couple of trustees, and the people could vote on what we could spend it on. It's just not enough going on, and lethargy started to set in, and the longer it goes on with nothing happening, the longer it's more likely to last. But I'm always keen to hear what other people want to say, and as you know, if it's a good idea, I'll fight for it, and more often than not, I succeed. So keep an eye out for those generalisations you're going to see now come election.